before MMA, I was like a street punk. Then I turned 17. I started wrestling, and wrestling changed my life. And I fell in love with wrestling. My first time doing sports. And I went to college, and when I came home, one of my friends wanted me to help him train for a fight, and then the champion of Memphis, his fight fell apart. 3 days notice, they threw me in there with Mike Powell to fight the champion. I beat him by decision, and they were like, "Oh, you a fighter now?" I'm like, "Okay." So I started fighting, and one thing led to the next. I only had 2 amateur fights, then I got thrown to King and Cage. Then from King and Cage, I went to Pride.
How did you get your nickname, Rampage?
I used to play the Rampage game as a kid, and it was one of my go-to games. I used to love that game, and my cousins and my siblings, they used to torment me because I have a real bad temper. And when I was a kid, I used to hyperventilate, and I used to go crazy. I used to fight them and beat them up, but then I would always get in trouble. And my mama told me that I would get, we got whoopings. We don't call them spanking. I'm from the South. We got whooping, belts, switches, and everything. So they would, what people call now bullying, they would, bully me, and I would fight. And then I couldn't fight no more. My mom told me not to. So I was punching holes in walls and breaking doors and stuff like that. And my cousin was like, "You just like that video game, Rampage, Rampage." So he started calling me Rampage. At first, only my cousin called me that for a little while. And then when I turned 14, I tattooed it on this arm right here, myself. And after I had my first pro fight, before my second fight, I covered it up with this tattoo because it was so ghetto. I was ashamed of it. But some people said I never should have covered it up, but it was like real ghetto. I did it myself with needle thread and Indian ink. But since I tattooed it on my arm throughout my wrestling in high school, and I was the only wrestler in high school with a tattoo, that's when it started picking up and it got stuck with me. Me doing movies and stuff, I never thought that I would ever do a movie. That wasn't on my radar. But one of my fights in Pride, I got injured after I fought Shogun, and I couldn't train or fight or nothing no more. And I like entertaining people, and it was crazy. Like my first movie was very ironic. It was me playing a black guy who thought that he was Yakuza, a Japanese Yakuza. His name was the Big Black. That was the name of my character. He was actually a twin. I had to play 2 people, and the brother was the other brother was a hardcore street punk gangster, and the other brother was a kingpin that thought he was Japanese. So it seems like that was kind of meant to be. And my acting skills suck, but the guy said, "Oh, you have potential," and like I said, I like entertaining people. So I didn't have a big ego. I knew I sucked, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go out of my comfort zone and do something new, try something new. And it started from there. And then after a while, I got a manager, and I started working on my acting skills. And I still need a lot of work because acting is like anything else. You got to keep practicing. So I haven't been practicing that much lately. So, it's still fun. I still like entertaining people, but you get out what you put in. I haven't been putting in a lot into it right now.
And if the right opportunity presented itself, do you have any interest in something in the future?
Yeah, the right opportunity present itself. Like I've been doing movies here lately. I've been doing what you call B movies and stuff like that. If it's fun, I'll do it. And some of the fans don't understand. Like they'll see the movies that I do. I don't really promote some of them. I don't tell nobody. And then they'll see me in the movie and they ask me, "Why did you do that movie?" And they don't understand that it's probably something fun for me, or it was a favor for a friend, something like that. If it's fun, I'll do it. Most things, most things people don't know about me. One of the most things, I'm a big kid. Like I do something for fun. Like it don't always got to be for money or something like that. If it's a fun memory that I get to forget about, then I do it.
Toughest opponent? Who stands out when I ask you that?
I guess you could say my toughest opponent is everybody that beat my ass, like Vanderlei Silva. Dan Henderson was really, really tough opponent. I had a really tough fight with Murilo Bustamante in Pride. John Jones, for sure. John Jones. That was a tough training camp. Machida. Oh my God, that was a tough training camp. Tough fight.
Street fighting. What is the best mixed martial art discipline for street fighting in your opinion?
In my opinion, the best mixed martial art for street fighting is Muay Thai. Jiu-Jitsu, I used to tell my friends, yeah, Jiu-Jitsu is important for MMA and it's important martial art to know. You gotta respect it. But if you're on the street, you don't want to go to the ground because other people can jump in and kick you and stuff like that. And I don't think Jiu-Jitsu will work on a lot on the street because you can bite them. But you want to put them up in an arm bar, that bite your leg. That bite your calf. Put me in a motherfucking arm bar on the motherfucking street. I'm going to fucking bite the shit out of you. I'm going to do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? But Muay Thai, you got your fists, you got your elbows, you got your knees, you got your kicks, you got your clinch. You know, yeah. Muay Thai. Then number 2 would be wrestling. Oh, I'm sorry. Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling. You know what I would do if I got on a street fight right now, knowing what I know? I would do something that we used to do in Memphis called shanking. It's not what they call shanking, stab you, but we used to call it shanking when you used to take a guy's shirt and pull it over their head. I would, because they can't see how I do that. The first thing I do, pull the shirt over their head, Muay Thai knee and elbow so I don't break my fist. Elbow, knee, and then you can't see shit. Elbow, and then fight be over real quick. If you ever see me get in a street fight, somebody had to attack me first, self-defense. I want to fight self-defense. That's the first thing I do.
Celebrity boxing, any interest? If so, who?
I got no interest in celebrity boxing.
Shannon Briggs.
Oh yeah, I would love to fight Shannon Briggs. Try to get that fight going, but the promoters were shady, scammers. Be careful when. You gotta be careful with some of that shit. You know? Sold me a dream, promised me the world. It was too good to be true. Honestly, like your parents say, if something too good to be true, like 99.9% of the time it is. They promised me the world.
He's been trying to get a fight for like 5 or 6 years, or someone else before you, and now.
Yeah, low key, I know Shannon Briggs. Low key, I really think he don't want to fight. I kind of get that feeling. I think stay relevant.
Yeah.
I kind of low key really think he don't want to fight, but he could. He could.
More money.
Yeah.
Like everybody else. Right?
Yeah.
Who, if any, current active fighters from UFC or other organizations you admire or respect?
I really admire and respect Francis Ngannou. Why are you laughing at me?
I've seen the clips.
Francis
Ngannou.
Ngannou. I really look up to that guy. He's a great fighter, inside and out. He's not selfish. He has a lot of honor and integrity. And he's a great fighter. You know, a lot of power, and he's just all around good dude. So I really look up to him. I'm a big fan of his. I respect John Jones for being undefeated in this sport. I don't respect him the same way I respect Francis outside of the cage and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. I don't judge people. I don't knock them. But as a fighter, yeah.
And what did you think about the Izzy fight? Now that you bring that up, him and DDP, they had the who's the real African thing going around.
I don't give a fuck about that. That's, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like who's the real African and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That part. It makes great to sell fights. Yeah. And it's just, MMA is real. So anything that's real, you can sell a fight. That's beautiful. So, that's interesting and stuff like that. And, I think DDP did a great job at, retaining his belt and stuff, right? I would like to see a rematch because I feel like Izzy had a longer break. But I don't know when the last time DDP fought, to be honest. Respect to, how you say the name, DDP, the pussy? How you say the first?
Du Plessis.
How you say
Dricus Du Plessis.
Du Plessis.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm bad at pronouncing his name.